Welcome to the Austin LeGreen Show. Well, the Democratic Convention, National Convention is over. It is a wrap. And all in all, I guess you can say it was a success. Everybody was wondering how Bernie Sanders supporters were gonna act. And they lacked up, but all in all, they survived it. So let me give you a brief recap of some of the highlights that I thought. Michelle Obama was extremely classy in her speech. She was very gracious to Hillary. I thought she did a fine job. Next, we had good old Bill Clinton, our former president. And he indeed did what had to be done. After all, it was his wife. So it was probably one of the most stressful speeches he probably had to speak. And it was a good speech because he got to present to us a portrayal of Hillary that we weren't aware of, that this relationship started from 1971. So it was quite emotional and touching. He did a good job. Next we had Virginia U.S. Senator Kane, the VP nominee. Well, I really liked him. He was kind of funny. I love how he imitates Donald Trump. But I could see why Hillary chose him. I was actually surprised because I did not know anything about him. But I think someone like him is what makes a president, you would say, quote unquote, qualified to be president. I mean, he worked in all three phases of the United States government, and that is as a local councilman, lieutenant governor, and then representing the great state of Virginia as senator. So he has paid his dues, and I take it he don't have no dirt in his background whenever they event him. So he was Hillary's choice. So after listening to him this week, I think she did a great choice. Kind of like, I believe Donald Trump did an excellent choice also by choosing Penn, because he kind of calms Donald down. Well, before I get to Hillary, let me say, to me, this was the most important speech of all. And I think they made a drastic mistake not giving him, he should be one of the last speakers of the night, getting the maximum prime time. And I'm talking about no other than former mayor of New York for 12 years, Michael Bloomberg. Because here's a guy, he doesn't consider himself a Democrat or Republican. He's an independent, which is, very cool. Because after all, what does our show teach us? To be independent thinkers. So I like Bloomberg a lot. And if you don't know anything about Bloomberg and you're listening to this, he is a multi-billionaire worth over $20 billion. And if the name Bloomberg sounds familiar, absolutely, from the Bloomberg report, business report, same man. So you cannot pay him to do something that he doesn't want to do, that he doesn't feel in his heart. The cool thing about Michael Bloomberg is that being the mayor for 12 years, he knows Donald Trump well, and he knows then Senator Hillary Clinton well also, as when she represented New York. So he can give a very good, efficient criticism of both parties. So when he said that he is supporting Hillary because he knows he's from New York and he knows a con when he sees one, talking about Donald Trump, to me that was very powerful, absolutely powerful. And I'll get back to my decision on who I will support in a minute. Now let's go to Hillary. I thought Hillary had to do a performance out of this world, and I think she did. Now, to be honest, I thought she would have hit Donald Trump a little harder, but I guess she just did enough to do the job. One of my favorite parts, I think, has to be when she says, Donald Trump said he knows more than the generals, and she says, Donald, you don't. What possessed him ever to make a statement like that is totally beyond me. So she did like I say, I think she thought she did a great job in presenting to herself, telling folks her plan, economic plan. She praised Obama, but then was fair, just like Obama did, a wonderful job. On his last big speech, endorsing her. But I agree with her. We still need more to be done. But we don't want to get rid of everything, good parts that was done under the Obama administration. So she will continue some of the good parts and, try to improve on certain of the things that was very difficult that Obama wanted to pass. Now, back to Bloomberg. I have struggled with the idea. Up until this week, I was not going to vote for neither party. That's just how I was feeling. But because of certain things that Donald Trump have said, and particularly about the judge, the Mexican judge that cannot be fair because of the things that Donald Trump said about Mexican, I thought of what a chaotic situation would that be. Because do you realize, if I'm a Jewish judge, I'll have to excuse myself if there's one client that's Jewish. If I'm black, that means if there are two people in court, one is white and one is black, I have to excuse myself. I mean, that's absolutely asinine what Donald Trump said about that. And, accumulating a lot of the ignorant things that he says, and certainly what he finally said, I believe it was Tuesday or Wednesday, was absolutely ignorant about telling the Russians to get the 30,000 emails that Hillary deleted. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that borders on treason, Anybody else that said that, they would have been arrested. I mean, I must admit he was rather smart. The next day he did say that he was kidding. It's very hard for him to use the word apologize. So he just said, he was being sarcastic. Yeah, right. So because of all of that, I am throwing, not that Hillary is the perfect candidate. For example, I am anti-abortion. Hillary is pro-abortion. But when you have to add up both candidates, you have to go with the old saying, the lesser of two evils, I guess. So I am with her. I am putting my support to Hillary Clinton, and this coming November, when I go to the ballot, I'll be voting for Hillary Clinton to be the next president of the United States. If you love the videos, please click like, subscribe, follow me on Facebook and Twitter, The Austin LeGreen Show. Take care, be good to yourself, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. God bless.